Ladies and gentlemen, listen carefully, because comfort is quietly destroying more destinies than failure ever will. Let me ask you a question. What are you refusing to sacrifice for the life you keep praying for? If it costs you nothing, it will earn you nothing. Let me tell you a story. There was once a young man named Michael who lived with big dreams but small discipline. He wanted success, but he constantly rejected the price that success demands. Michael believed success was something you wish for and receive, not something you suffer for and build through sacrifice. Every dream he had was loud in words, but silent in action. One day, an old man approached him and asked a question that broke his comfort completely. "Young man, what exactly have you sacrificed for the future you keep talking about?" Michael smiled and said confidently, "One day it will all work out for me." The old man said nothing, because sometimes silence is the heaviest answer a man can ever receive. And in that silence, something inside Michael began to crack. Because silence has a way of revealing truth, and truth has a way of exposing excuses that comfort has protected for years. That night, Michael could not sleep. For the first time, his thoughts betrayed his comfort and forced him to face reality. He realized that dreaming without sacrifice is nothing more than emotional illusion dressed as hope. The next morning, he made a decision that hurt, but healed his future. He chose discipline over comfort and sacrifice over delay. Because there is an African proverb that says, "The tree that refuses to bend with the wind will eventually break under pressure." Michael began to wake up while others were still sleeping in comfort. While others wasted time, he invested in growth. While others complained, he built. And slowly, sacrifice began to reshape his identity. But it was not easy. Pain followed him. Loneliness followed him. Rejection followed him. Friends left him because discipline makes comfort seekers uncomfortable. But Michael refused to turn back, because he finally understood a painful truth: comfort never builds anything meaningful. Every sacrifice he made became a hidden investment into a future he could not yet see, but was already forming. And what is built in silence eventually speaks in results. Michael began to change, not just in appearance, but in results, discipline, and direction. People who once ignored him began to watch him closely, because results always demand attention in the end. And he finally understood that sacrifice is not loss, it is delayed reward. Every painful step he took was building a bridge between who he was and who he was becoming. So he kept going even when motivation disappeared, because discipline had taken over his life. And years later, the same people who once doubted him asked him how he did it. And he simply said, "I paid the price you refused to pay. I'm speaking from truth. Because I once wanted results without sacrifice. And life refused me both. Now tell me honestly, what price are you refusing to pay for your future?"